These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup.
Few games so far this season, but it hasn't been a standout pick for Showmaker so much, we could say.
They're actually so vulnerable. Juro's still not level 3. He doesn't have his knock-up. They actually could dive this.
Yep, they're going to go for it as Grand Entrance is going to get a bit of value, but there's the permafrost. There's the first blood. Moham tanking up the turret beautifully. And Henna does have a control ward here, so he might be able to get a little bit of damage down. The extender beam will be avoided, though, and Henna not able to get any joy.
Well, maybe with some backup they can contest this, but they are trying to figure out if that's what they want now. No supports have moved up. It's just a 3v3.
Yep, Lucid comes in, finds the Arctic Assault as Equalizer goes down. Closer going to get very close to being stunned. He will be going back, and there is the Slicing Maelstrom. Clear almost able to do it and will finally lock down his opposite number. It's a 1-for-1.
Humongous value from the Kennen ultimate, but not enough to turn around that rough start to the fight. Put it in favor of Dplus.
Oh, there's the hook. Oh, Duro. He's going to get depth charge as well. Oh, aiming is actually just going to go straight into the Grand Entrance. Ignite was ticking down, but the last tick not enough. That's why you drink your potions. Going to be an issue that Dplus didn't have a lot of tools with. And so in goes Lucid. He is going to throw the ultimate away, but it does not matter. Permafrost is going to be enough. And Aftershock hadn't even gone off yet.
It's a good job of turning it around. And now Raptor starting this Dragon up. The team are moving to cover. Juro's still level 5. No ultimate on this Rakan.
Yep, there's the pincer maneuver though as the cease and desist comes in. Showmaker just flashes away. Grand Entrance just barely catches the Corki. This is what this comp does. They identify a target and they will kill it. Up for the Glacial Prison, there is, with guaranteed CC, having these skill shots, they're not skill shots anymore after that. And so the Equalizer value, Glacial Prison value is going to be massive. Well, looking for a bit of an angle here. BNK as Raptor goes in, looks for Lucid. Cease and desist comes down. The Grand Entrance is glorious. And the Equalizer not really doing what it wants, but it does take down a Grub. Not too bad there. There's the Slicing Maelstrom from Clear. He holds it for the last second, and now Showmaker, he gets ulted on. Not going to get knocked up by the Q, but he knows that he's dead. Aiming can do nothing. Isn't even able to lock down that cannon at the end, and Dplus lose the gold lead. In this pit, so DK, they have an opportunity to make something happen. Hex Flash over, Arctic Assault over, and it looks like it may be just traded for a Rift Herald after it's all said and done. So not really too much to occur.
Showmaker no TP and had to back to pick up Triforce. Is obviously a big spike, so not great timing. Looks like Kingdom wants a solo kill here.
Yeah, or maybe not a solo kill, because Clear is going to have to worry about a Nautilus and about a Sejuani. As in comes Lucid, he's going to nail the ulti this time. Max range hook, and Lucid locks down the kill.
In terms of team fights, but sometimes the macro decisions can backfire. They are now committing heavily to that bot side to pick up this tier 1 tower. Showmaker going to play very defensive, respecting that. This could be a window though for Dplus to slam that Herald mid and look for the tier 1.
Yeah, you can see Lucid moving on over here. We'll be able to clear out vision first, but we have a feeling that perhaps Shelly is going to grace us with her presence. Instead, Lucid is just going to back away. Closer getting to work on this turret down here. We'll be able to complete that. Did mean that Raptor could rotate up with the fact that Showmaker just sort of vacated completely.
Too many members of Dplus. This is going to go down. You can see Closer though walking up. It looks like they want to make this a fight.
Yeah, Glacial Prison does come down. Raptor able to Vault Breaker away from the Arctic Assault as well. Not a whole lot of value picked up here by Lucid, as now the re-engage does come through. Raptor still holding onto that ultimate like we were talking about before. He's so good at choosing his target. The hook, it comes down, the Slicing Maelstrom gets into the back line. Lucid goes down, and the cannon value is not as high this time, but it still does its job. Double kill comes through for Clear, and DK just didn't have enough left.
Just as you see Dplus trying to move on a Raptor, he creates enough space, and BNK FearX collapse in on them. Once again, the 5v5s is where this team shines. You're gonna win lane with a crush bot, it'll be worth it, and then you get to team fights and you think, didn't go as we planned. Oh, Raptor should sense something, does back away, so a lot of pressure being applied here.
Yeah.
But BNK FearX will respect it. Just picked up the Manamune, aiming has the Ginsus. Close up Henna, I don't know if they're on a lot of gold, but there's just no way they can fight this right now. They need to get second items before they can look for it, so they'll just give it up. Yep, I think it's the correct decision. You know, you don't have to fight every single one.
Whoa, that's a flash forward from King, and he just gets the ult out of Clear and says, that's my trade. It was because dive comps was so incredibly popular And that's what we see on both sides here. So it is the lowest ebb of the value of the Ocean Soul in this game.
We'll say they'll
still going to do something,
but this is definitely a high-value game for that stasis effect into like a Vi. So aiming, knowing that he might be targeted. I think that means even more pressure on Showmaker as a target.
Oh, they are going to go into Moham here, who is looking for a way out, but Lucid's going in. There's teleports from top laners and mid laners all over the place. Closer with a decent flank angle, but that equalizer was beautiful. Slicing Maelstrom. Let's see whether it gets the value, but Kingen goes golden, aiming, still trying to get it done as the ulti is avoided. Thereby Closer, but now it's Henna's turn to pop up. They take down the Kennen, they're aiming. He gets that value, but is still just going to be cut down. And Kingen just running for the hills. It's a quadra kill for Henna. As Showmaker, he takes down Closer here, gets a double himself, but now Raptor and Henna fancy themselves a Baron.
That's exactly the fight I'm looking for from this game. Both teams dead even. It comes down to a 1-kill edge for BNK FearX, and they'll use that advantage to lead on the Baron, but they don't have enough damage. They're just going to give away in that fight. So many mechanical plays, so much action. And a lot of summoners down, and now we're looking at a potential another fight here.
Yep, straight into another 5v5 as the first Ocean Drake of the game. And okay, Lucid just walks on over and takes that. So no 5v5, just a steely. It's a bit of a steal moment.
Yeah, just slides in, grabs it. Didn't want to have to commit to the full fight and just...
Whoa, that's a flash forward. The ulti is going to get buffered here, but there is an immediate Glacial Prison. Aiming very safe over the wall, but isn't able to auto-attack now as Showmaker is just dead. Aiming, he waits for Closer to come back. Gets that 1 kill, but everyone else is dying. Duro just trying to play cleanup. You can see Clear doesn't have flash, but has a pretty good position. They spot him.
It's just gone.
Yeah, this Baron, like, what are they going to be able to do? How can they actually get in here as Lucid is just being bounced? And he's not allowed to get in there. Level 16's hit by both Henna and Closer off the back of that as well. And I think that might have been a big turning point for BNK. And there wasn't even a fight to go along with it.
Yeah, mid-tier 2 goes down, but that it was so low, it's basically gone anyway. And now it's BNK FearX's turn with the Baron.
To be honest, so I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about this one. That is just going to be inner turret going down in the mid lane.
The thing with both these compositions is if you're being sieged, your answer is to engage. But you can see Dplus are tentative about engaging into BNK FearX right now. Kingen, Moham trying to set a trap but won't succeed.
Yeah.
And now they could just look to take this tier 2 as well. You can see Lucid trying to posture.
Yep, they do engage onto Lucid here, looking for the dive angles. Decent assist onto aiming. He goes so deep and he finds his target. The slicing Maelstrom from Clear means that they have nowhere to go. They'll take down the turret as well. And Clear just presses W. Good night to Lucid. That's an ace. And with the Baron, I think BNK just won the game.
There's no safe haven against BNK FearX. Your turret is meaningless. The engage is so clean. They take down aiming, and they're going to take game 1 in this series.
Oh, gorgeously done. 10, 3, and 7 on this cannon. He was not tired at all this game. Had a really good one. And BNK, they will punish DK.
BNK FearX committing to having those dive threats. And the Gragas, the Alistar, great at disengaging that. It feels like there's more answers now for Dplus into the composition BNK FearX has. It's going to be a hard game to play Kennen when it comes to those 5v5s. They're like, no, we've hard won this trade. All your pots are now gone. And any damage that comes out from here on out going to stick a lot more.
Well, Duro, in this forward brush, Moham just going to try and tell him that he should leave. As Cannon will be secured by aiming. Nicely done. It's just a face down between these two. Shattering Strike goes wide. And Pulverize going to come on through once again. Moham going to roar triumphantly, but it's a good crash down. That is a lot of burst damage here onto Moham. Henna just fully charged up. There's the stun and first blood in the 2v2. The exhaust was just too late. First time, I was like, bit big for your britches. However, he's had some great performances. Not quite on that level just yet, but he's moving the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really solid performances. And honestly, I think, you know, a lot of what Kerry has done for the support game in the LCK has been about his ability to take over lanes, play things like the AD carry support.
So aiming, keeping up in farm quite nicely. Some grubs going over to BNK here, as we can see as Lucid looking for a bit of a gank angle. There's the delivery. Kingen playing it out beautifully once again, but the Slicing Maelstrom's going to create enough distance. Barrel goes down though, and the body slam is going to end the cannon. Decided he wanted to walk eastward, and that is not really the maneuver, as Raptor may also pay the price. Body slam is good, Bramble Smash is great as well, but it's just not enough. And that is a double kill.
Those 2 kills, a kill lead bot. Raptor looking for Lucid. Oh, the slow comes in.
Yeah, gonna find the twisted advance. Flash out from Lucid, and now he's looking to try and turn this one around. There's the flash headbutt pole from Moham. True shot barrage onto Duro as well. But the Nature's Grasp trying to keep the distance. It does not work. And Lucid still following. And Clear does show himself, as we can see. Still going to be the Dragon secured. Utilization of teleport advantage working out pretty well, as Clear going to take a big trade disadvantage that we know both of these teams very much want to go for. This time around, Dplus with a lot of answers. But BNK, I think that if anyone's going to be able to just make it work against the flow, it's this team.
Yeah, I feel like BNK FearX, when you think about a dive comp, you're like, okay, what's good against a dive comp? Anti-dive, right?
Yeah.
And BNK are like, well, how do we be anti-dive? We just dive harder.
That's the answer. There's a party cask. That is a score special if you guys have been watching replay, as I think Kingen might be dead. I think that he may not be able to get out of this one. That is a very fun usage of the blast cone, but you are still dead. That is a kill going over to Henna. 2-0-0 on the Zeri.
Now this wave with Gragas TPing. Oh, it might be a redive.
Oh god, yeah. Kingen just knows he is immediately out of there. The Nature's Grasp comes down, but that will guarantee first turret blood, or at least very, very close. Yes, it is. This one is going to go down, as Aiming was racing as fast as he could, but it does not work out. So the turret will be answered immediately, but BNK get that little bit of extra gold by being the first ones to do so.
The thing is, because they're pressured by Kingen, the gold is split. You know, a lot went over to both Raptor and Juro. That is solo gold for Aiming. Well, doing a good job to thin the wave. This is not where you want to be.
No, he is somewhat behind the turret. There is a crash down, and the Chonky Man is in a bit of trouble. He's going to flash, he's going to try and body slam, but the Magnet Storm is gorgeous. It pulls him back over the wall, and Clear is going to be able to finish him off. I think almost an unforced error, but we don't necessarily know how that all began. Yeah. We do have a Weaver's Wall. Haven't really seen it utilized so far just yet.
Clear, I'm not sure if they know they've seen him now.
Yeah, cease and desist immediately down onto the cannon. The seismic shove going to be layered in. They take down the lightning rat. They're looking to secure the Rift Herald. Closer, can he actually get on and take down the eye? That's the question. Another seismic shove as Showmaker taking matters into his own hands. The flash forward from Lucid. He's like, yes, Captain, I will take them down on the Weaver's Wall just to clean up, as Showmaker kind of stuck in amongst absolutely everything. True shot barrage from Aiming saying, I'm helping, and he absolutely is. That's still one picked up for Closer, who's now moving forward. Okay, little Corgi, let's see what you can get done here. The exhaust goes down. Can Closer just fight through it, as Kingen says, no, you can't. And he's just going to go down.
Really good exhaust there for Moham. Didn't need it for the team fight because it kind of went down, and Closer, who's getting so much damage down there, but gets punished for it.
All right.
It's the flash cleanse, Ezreal.
If at first you don't succeed, press all your buttons, make circles, kill Ezreal. And that is exactly what they'll do. Clear will say thank you very much.
Dude, Dragon potentially for Dplus. I think I know which objective I'd rather secure.
Oh yeah.
It isn't even heading over, so BNK FearX may have lost the fight around Herald, but I think they got the better objective out of it. Oh, don't want that to get stolen. Okay, they're good. Yep. So stopping that soul point, pretty massive considering you just lost a fight before it. Hold a bit away from it, waiting for the body slam cooldown, but it's so easy to body block if you're right on top of him. Here though, this is the big one, and God right now, which you could buy otherwise, but he does have that Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
Isn't any good wards from to TP behind? Maybe that one in mid, the control ward, could be an angle.
Or the ward that he just put down in the bottom side, as Raptor is the only one tagged by that True Shot Barrage. Looks like Clear is actually just going to clear the wave. And maybe BNK just give this up. Never mind, it is going to be a Nature's Grasp coming down. They try and avoid it, as now Closer throwing in some rockets. There goes the Dragon. BNK not going to overly commit onto this one. Didn't see a window in, including your teammates. 3-0-4 though for Lucid. He is not worried about missing out on some extra gold on the map, as Clear is going to discover him. He just throws down the ulti. The Slicing Maelstrom comes in. Henna now looking to just finish it off, and there is the kill. Still Aiming's able to get one back. Henna now looking for the extendo beam. Does not get it.
A minute and a half until that Dragon. The ult's going to be back up. The flash won't, and they get that again.
Oh, aiming. Cleansing once again as Henna dives forward. Lucid wants to get the angle, but aiming just goes down. Henna, can you keep yourself alive? That's the question. Crashdown comes in from Duro. And Henna gets over the wall. Still Kingen is in there. Finds the Crypt Bloom explosion to take down the Zeri, and the whole bottom lane just falls apart. Still, BNK getting back onto the same page, and it's bottom lane for bottom lane here. As now it's just the top sides doing battle. Outer turret will be taken out, and BNK actually using the play and turn it into their favor.
Yeah, the Baron will be taken in return. Good moves from BNK FearX there. A lot of patience on the play. Actually, this is a TP for the Baron? Or for a pick?
Showmaker just gonna get crashed into. Slicing Maelstrom comes down, and I don't know what the thinking was. Showmaker just dies.
Not the best play we've seen, and now BNK FearX, blood is in the water, and they are hunting. Just baiting TP, even when he respawns, it'll take him a while to get there. Dplus trying to approach over. Juro playing interruption with no walls. Big true shot barrage, but the heal comes in from Raptor. They're trying to approach and get their way in.
Yep, Duro does find the shattering strike there. It's a good body slam to look for the engage, but Closer creates the distance. Moham, he might have an unbreakable will, but he's still in the death chamber. Aiming, Arcane shifts forward again, and it's another twisted advance. Closer still looking for more of these angles. Is clear. He is going to go down, but he gets his job done, and it's a triple for the Corki. Still don't think that they've got health bars to take down the Baron. Was dangerous.
And Dplus got what they wanted. They got the TP from Ken, and they also got the Maokai ult. That's what...
As Raptor is in there. Lucid going to be discovered by Clear, or Lucid will discover Clear, because the Nature's Grasp does come on down. Lucid's going to be the first one to die, as Clear is going to be traded for it. A 4v4 now on the Rift, as the health bars looking like they very much favor BNK.
And the jungler's down, so no smite for the side of Dplus. You can see they try and pull the dragon out, get the aggro. They know they can't win a smite fight. Raptor should have this in the bag.
He should. Let's see whether he can lock it down, and there it is. It is 3 Drakes apiece. We are going the distance when it comes to the elementals. The team just says, no, back away. We're going to try and do this fight right. We're going to do it on the Drake as they start this one off. Henna within auto range, and that's going to mean that this goes down extremely quickly. DK just holding, but it's just going to go. And now Duro looking for position. There is the Nature's Grasp. DK, can Kingen find the angle? That's the question. If the Vi is heading towards you, she has no option but to do so. As now Henna, dashes out of the way. That could have been game losing. That moment, they're going to try and turn it around though as the Nature's Grasp comes in. Duro, can he get a Magnustorm as Raptor is so far forward, but Clear gets an angle headbutt and exhausted. He is out of there, but now Closer is in position. Kingen eats everything, and it's only Moham that's gone down so far. 3 members of BNK, all of them with the Infernal Soul, but they lose 2.
And it looks like they're just going to give this one up. The Soul went over to BNK FearX, but the Baron will be Dplus's.
There is always a counterpunch in this series.
He is such a threat right now. If Dplus find an angle, it's going to be on the back of Clear, and Dplus, they push up, they think they have the backs covered. I will say, those wards are so far...
Have the cooldowns to deal with it, as Raptor truly believing is, okay, Henna trying to dash his way up. There's a cease and desist. He does have a GA, remember, but the cannon does not. He just evaporates. There's nothing he can do, and then the explosion comes down. Closer is still extremely scary. Gets out of the way of the explosive cast, as now Duro pulling the wave.
Instead, they opt to go for the push, trying to make things happen, trying to get some towers down mid. Duro's on this flank angle. About 35 seconds for those respawns to come in. The base is going to take some hits here. I don't think they can end. The Corki's got enough poke to clear out the wave, but damage is being done to the structures.
Yeah.
Closer needs one combo to clear out these minions.
Another Arcane shift forward, and this time it's Kingen who will destroy Closer. There goes the damage. Raptor will be taken down as well. And Duro, he's going to hold on to this minion wave for dear life, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be able to buy enough time? The answer is yes for Clear to respawn. Henna will be up as well, but what can they do?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It might be enough. Clear needs to get a big ult immediately if he's going to keep his Nexus towers alive.
Yeah, there's the headbutt pulverized from Moham though. There it is! He flashes in! Clear Clear will find Showmaker, and aiming goes down as well. Hannah with a triple kill, and Dplus, they may have overextended. The ignite from Duro, he's gonna mount back up again and look to take down Kingen. But now, Showmaker aiming, Moham, all of them dead for 40 plus seconds, and Clear will find Kingen on the back end, and he's still gonna go down. Still, Lucid goes forward, takes down the cannon, but they've lost 4. It is only Lucid that's up.
The clutch factor, though, from Kingen, these ult cooldowns so short, the value get him, but now it's FearX who are looking to do damage to the enemy base. 30 seconds on Sport Timer. Can Lucid even do enough? Closer and Raptor can head towards Yelda. They can definitely get the inhibitor and get out. I don't think they can end. They're not going to make the same mistake that Dplus did.
I think it's just go straight to the Elder and do your very best to make sure that Lucid does not get in there.
They made sure of that.
Oh, this is down.
Baron.
Lucid nowhere to be seen. That is going to be the Elder falling.
A little bit late from Clear, but aiming flashed in for the execute and pays for it heavily. But then in the disengage, Kingen ends up getting another ult. Comes back up that he uses to take out Clear. We're not going to see that though.
Oh, it's Exodia. This is a very, very hot Exodia as well. The Quadfernal, Infernal Soul, Elder, and Baron.
Game, if BNK FearX would lose from here, it'd be so hard to recover from, but they have all the tools they need. They have the late game carries, they have the triple buffs. Dplus need a miracle from here to get themselves back in this series. They're doing a pretty good job of wave clearing. A bot tower dies to the wave, but BNK FearX don't care. They're looking for the engage.
Yep, they're looking to try and win this one right now. The Nature's Grasp, it comes in. They all line up behind Moham, and they need to avoid a fight because the Elder Dragon is so incredibly powerful. It's up for another 35 seconds, and BNK know that this is just about trying to do their best to take down structures.
This is a super wave they have to work with and try and get the Nexus towers down. The Elder's tying
Oh,
out.
closer! He needs to be so incredibly careful. He doesn't have a GA. As now, Hannah gonna get cease and desisted, thrown back and destroyed aiming. He's gonna be able to lock him down, lose it. He's probably going to die to the Elder. They take 2 of them. Showmaker dead as well. And Raptor, so dangerous. The GA's going to pop, but the Dragon's Wrath comes down again. And closer down to the GA now. Kingen, he goes golden aiming. He's up once more, and they take down the Corki. They're holding on. They'll save the base.
And Kingen has TP. Look at the ball wave. They can end.
Oh my God, he's going to do it. This is absolute cinema. This is ludicrous. And we'll have another game in the series.
They find the miracle against the triple buff. They managed to clean up. Aiming and Kingen clutch it out, and they managed to keep the series alive.
Oh my God, you can see it in Moham's face. He's like, guys, is this what you deal with every day? I never want, my heart's about to explode, but they're still gonna win the game, and they have to do this again.
BNK FearX, I feel like their composition feels a bit out of theme from what we've seen so far this series. They have abilities to start the fight, but picks like the Lee Sin, much more about popping off in the early game.
Pretty even, as we can see. Closer actually canceling the back. Doesn't have level 6. We'll see whether he needs it as the wallop. Max range is going to connect the flash forward to get the cripple. Seismic shove doesn't land, but because he dodged it, he's dead. That is first blood going to Raptor on the Lee Sin.
Tries to bin as soon as possible, makes a wave, but now we see Lucid coming down.
He might actually put pressure on this, as perhaps it's a cast a curse, perhaps it's not. As he's going in, they're looking for Moham. Can Duro actually get it? He does! They go 1 for 1.
And because they had to deal with Duro, they're not able to chase down Henna. Henna ends up getting away on that play, doesn't even burn flash. Duro's flash back up as well. Also getting some alone time, making work with those grubs. And you can see across the map, pressure in favor of BNK FearX. It's looking good for them, but this is how it should be. You need the game to continue in this direction, or things will end up being problematic. We won't get another Ocean Soul today.
The Meganar, as the short hop does come in. It's crashed down onto Duro. He's in a bit of trouble here. The bullet time is going to be outranged by the Leona, but she's going to have to get out of here as Duro once again unleashed.
Could be very risky for BNK FearX. Any mistake would set them back massively.
Yeah, this is a 3v3 for now, but you can see the rest of the cavalry coming in. That Zenith Blade was dangerous, but they're still looking for Lucid. He gets the shield, and the bullet time's gigantic. There goes everyone on the side of BNK, and Henna has to flash to get himself out of it. A disaster for BNK FearX.
They opted into the fight without their Talia there, without the ultimate from Leona, and they pay for it massively. The bullet time value is humongous, and no one was in a position to interrupt it. Dplus get exactly what they wanted. The locket value as well from Lucid keeps him alive that much longer. The early item spike coming in clutch.
Yeah, a little bit of inexperience maybe for Duro.
Should be a pretty easy dive set up onto Kingen, honestly. Does have the ult.
Not a large amount of Nabar, but Kingen not quite able to get these barrels to work out. It's a disaster, in fact, as he's thrown onto the rocks. Strewn King is just tearing money from the Rift.
He is so fed right now. Clear getting a lot of gold, but again, you're playing into a GP, he prints gold. That's kind of what the champion does, so he is going to scale still well into the later stage of the game. And you can see both solo laners Dplus approaching those Triforces. That'll be a big spike.
Stuck in a bit of a tough position. 2,000 gold the lead for Dplus here as they're looking for Shelly.
There's a TP flank.
That's a long flank. Going to take a while to get this Talia in here unless that Weaver's wall is going to be able to be a swift delivery. There's the wall down now as Clear, not with much of an armbar, but he's building it. Moham trying to get out of there. Raptor doing his very best. Well, he connects onto aiming, and he's just executed! Moham not going to be able to do anything to save the rest of his teammates as Showmaker goes down as well. And Lucid just running for the hills. Closer comes on over, and that is just a wipe for BNK.
I think he channeled it for like 0.05 seconds there. Immediately shut down by the flank angle. And kind of maybe do the objective or disengage. BNK FearX can start the fight with that Lee, with that Leona, with that Ashe as they're coming in. And you end up getting pincered if you don't make immediate moves, so it's very hard to react to. We do see Closer just will be able to pick up this tower here and answer that one taken earlier. And he is without some, so you know what they're going to do every single team fight.
That's what they're going to be looking for, and she is pretty painfully stationary a lot of the time when it comes to this gold. And so we're seeing it just stay so incredibly even, which is why we're getting so many of these amazing team fights. Red buff, the consideration now for Lucid. Wants to give that to everyone. Raptor connecting a Q to it though. As a battle for the Brambleback is upon us. Showmaker, Valkyries away from the seismic shove as the arrow's going to connect onto the tree. The chain CC is gigantic, but he's kicked away too early. He finds the shield, and now Duro is a little bit too far up.
Time aiming can free cast it, you're going to lose out, and now slow start to come in.
Yeah.
Has a blast going, so he will be safe, but mid-tier 1 is the cost of that play. Shield is reduced by like 75%, so not the greatest.
Well, we've got a Weaver's Wall coming down. They're looking for aiming, who's kind of trapped in this one, but the Nature's Grasp is going to be the response now. Showmaker, good position. He brings Duro with him, and they just execute the Leona. That was gorgeously played. And BNK now just without their support, a 4 versus 5, and Clear with a Nabar in decent position. Still just looking for an angle onto Showmaker. Can he be the hero? Gets the Valkyrie. That is about it. And he really wants to make use of this. Yeah, there it is. The cone. He's going to land it onto 3. And that is so much damage. Clear now so incredibly low. They do get the twisted advance out of Lucid. And BNK just, there's not enough left in the tank. It is going to be the Dragon going over to Dplus, and that is another soul point for them.
The damage aiming is doing, and the Banana Brush angle able to just shred through BNK FearX there. They won't be able to get this Dragon, and now soul point for Dplus.
Yeah, let's just turn our attention to this purple worm. Everyone knows exactly what's going on here. Flank angle, great Nabar from Clear, but his health bar isn't entirely full. A teleport is coming on forward. He throws a house around. Good wallop timing, but Kingen, he's got oranges to eat and time to eat it as well. As the Baron going down lower and lower. Lucid looking for an angle to get himself in here. Can he actually lock this one down? The chain CC onto the Maokai is not the MF because she doesn't actually have the ultimate available. The Lee Sin is dead though. There are no smites left in this fight. And Closer is just going to get flashed on point blank from Showmaker. And he puts up the surprise Teemo. They're wondering what the heck that attempt was because DK just wiped them.
Desperation for BNK FearX. They know the time is against them. They try and force a Baron, but they're not able to deal with Dplus. They just get collapsed in on. Down.
And it feels like the GP, as this game goes on, is just so much pressure that BNK are going to find more and more difficult to deal with. In a Baroned up situation here, having him in a side lane, still being able to cannon barrage if someone is split pushing or if there is a fight that's going to break out on the other 4. Arrow will connect. It's actually brought with Showmaker here as the seismic shove will be avoided. He does a lot of damage, but not enough, and will be taken out. There's the pick. Beautifully done from BNK, but is it going to be enough to actually win this one out as Raptor has his eyes on Moham, will connect the Q. That's not the target he was looking for. They're still corralling. Lucid going to take the next one. Raptor now a little bit further extended than he wants to be, but he'll put down a teleport ward here for Closer to make his way in. Naked Rain comes down. Lucid trying to be that front line. Is Henna gonna get turned on? Death Daughter just destroys him. There goes the Talia as well, and Duro. Oh my goodness, Clear gonna try and save it with a big ulti, but they've been overextended. They were looking for the angle, but the punishment, it doesn't work. Mini-Nut destroyed here by aiming. And Dplus, their backs were against the wall. Game 2, they were losing until they stole the game, and this time, they just outthought BNK, and they will walk through. They will win this epic series in 3 games.
10th series win this summer from Dplus, and they managed to clutch it out. A super back and forth series ends with a game where they really take control and finish it in less than 30 minutes. Huge performance to close this one out.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.